first official podcast for Sociast ESTREN. So today we're gonna kind of talk about a few different things. One of the things I want to talk about is being persistent, staying focused, being in tune to the things that you need to be in tune to get things accomplished through the good times, the bad times, good days, bad days, ups and downs, all in between. You have to still stay positive. You have to work. You have to study. You have to learn. Every day you should have small goals that lead to the ultimate goal. Whatever that is for you, whether it's to make X amount of dollars at the end of the week or a day, month, year, or if you want to accomplish certain things like have X amount of followers or meet new people or do different things in your field, whatever it is you want to do, you have to put in the work. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't just happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. That is the false thing that people believe. As soon as you start something, hey, the next day is going to be booming, or the next month is going to be popping. It's going to be hot. I'm going to be this. No, it could take months. It could take years. You never know. But if you love it, you'll continue to build on it and see where it's taking you, where that success is going. Every level has successes. There's small successes, big successes, intermediate successes. Some things you might not even realize as a success in the moment. And then when you run down the whole list of things at the end of the year, you say, wow, I accomplished a lot. But when you're focused, you kind of see what's in front of you. You don't really know what you have until you really sit back and think about it. That's why when people say, man, I didn't realize everything that we did. We had a good time, had fun, it went by so fast. That didn't stop to enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it. Every period, like every moment, enjoy that shit. Cause you never know what it could mean. Like it's a process. It's the way life is supposed to be. So what I try to do, I try to enjoy the moments. Sometimes I even overlook some things. I had to think back 5 years. Like, dang, wow, today, 5 years ago, I never thought I would be where I'm at. But it all started because I started 5 years ago. Wow, that is an amazing accomplishment. Every day is something that you can accomplish. Every day. It's something you can do that puts you one step ahead. Now, does everybody do that? No, not everybody has that type of drive to where every waking moment, every day you wake up, you're working to accomplish something. That's kind of impossible for some people to do. I don't understand it, but to each his own. You have your negative people that no matter what happens, it's nothing good. It's like, that's crazy, but hey, gotta let them live. You can try to be positive and help them, but you have to live your life. You have to make decisions that's best for you. You can't worry about what other people think and what their opinions are, because at the end of the day, you have to wake up to see yourself every day, 24/7. You know what you do every day. So if you want to feel good about yourself, do things that make you feel good about yourself. Not like, yeah, man, I love to smoke rocks, so I'm going to smoke a crack rock every day. No, that's stupid. Don't do no stupid shit. Do something that's beneficial. Do something that's actually you can be proud of. Something that you can tell your grandkids, your kids, your family. Hey, man, this is what I accomplished. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but this is what I've done. Like, oh, wow, shit, you done all that? You get what I'm saying? It feels good. It's a great feeling. And every accomplishment is not equated to money immediately. Some things you can accomplish and there won't be a dollar attached to it at all. But you can't put a price on everything. Some things are just like, some people that make millions never did what you've done. You got to look at it like that and then realize that what you're working towards, you're going to get what you're going to get if you put in the work. If you want to have $1 million, then you got to put in $1 million work. Before you have $1 million, it starts in the mind first. You have to train your mind to think like a millionaire, act like a millionaire, be like a millionaire. And that really means being a better person, being you, being better every day. It's not copying somebody else or following exactly what somebody else did. It's good to read books. It's good to know. Like one of the books that I'm into, I intake a lot, is the Mastery book. It's a deep book. It's really in depth. It's full of information. And books like that, you can't just consume just all in one take because your mind is just go overload, right? So you have to digest it gradually. Like I'm still on the book. I got the book last year, and I'm still on it. And how I like to do it, I have an audio book, so the audio version of it because I like to listen. It works better. You can sit back, play it, and zone out. You know, my zone out is sitting outside, give me a drink sometimes, get some kush, smoke, listen to some audio, study. That's how I study. And then observe, and then let your mind just kind of create the visual. You know, if there was no audiobooks, then of course I would read them. Like before there was audiobooks, I used to read books every day. Like I would skip school just to go to Barnes and Noble to read books. I mean, who does that? You know, like literally I would go to class and then on my lunch break I'd be like, alright, well, this is in high school I'm talking about. I'd be like, well, I'm going to just go to Barnes and Noble and I'll be up there for a long time. Sometimes I miss a whole class and then come back like at 3, right before school's out. Because I love to read. I never believed that I would learn all I need to learn in school, because while I was in school, they really didn't teach me anything anyway. I mean, you learn a few shit, but nothing to me that I saw was like valuable. And then I went to college, did that for audio twice, and both times, after it came to a point where I realized, man, I could really learn all this on my own. I mean, I got what I got out of it, and it was cool for what I needed it for, and it did its purpose. But I don't need it no more. I don't care for the degree. The degree is a degree. I mean, it doesn't change what I'm trying to do and accomplish. I don't need a degree to create. I never had a degree to create in my whole life. I just created. You can do the same thing, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish. And you put your whole everything into it, and it'll work out. Now, of course, time is everything. So if you're building, you have to see what you're building, and you have to recognize not everything is for everybody. Some things that might be for one person might not be for you. So it's like you can't just see, okay, they're doing this, so let me copycat that and do that. It might work for them, and it might blow up for you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about blow up like, boom, you're popping. I'm talking about blow up like a fucking bomb in your face, and your fucking head's blown off, and your face is just, dismembered and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. You have to be like, you really gotta be into this shit. Like, whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to cook, if you want to be a chef, you should cook something every fucking day. Like, every day you should be in that kitchen. If you got a kid, you watching your son or daughter, your son or daughter should see you cooking. You should cook at all times. You should find a place to cook. At every event, you should say, hey, I'll do the cooking and cook that shit. You know what I'm saying? If some people like it, some people might not like it, but you gotta cook. You know what I'm saying? If you're a painter, you paint every day. You do it every day. You don't stop. You just do it every day. Some days you're gonna get frustrated. Take a slight break, but don't take a break like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a year off. No, don't do that. That's stupid. Don't take a year off. Take a year off when you like accomplished all you can accomplish, made all you need to make. Put yourself in a position where when you take a year off, your family's straight. You can't afford to take a year off right now. Remember that shit. I hate that, man. Like, I be hearing people like, yeah, man, I'll just take a year off from this. Why? When you take that year off, when you start back up, you're going to start from the same point where you stopped at a year ago. It's a waste of time. You wasted 364 days just to say, I'm going to take a year off. You could easily use that shit to build on it. You never know what you missed, because time waits for nobody. Time just keeps moving and keeps going on. It won't stop. It just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. So that's kind of like my little message for the day. If I had to say any parting words for the first episode of Sociast ESTREN, and I probably said that name wrong, but, created it. Basically, it's a funny story. Like, I was figuring out what I would call this podcast, like, because we got another one coming up that's going to be with one of my friends. But I figured I wanted to do something that's a little different, too. And I was figuring out, what the hell should I call it? I didn't want to go with my Panic 8577. I didn't really want to go with that, because I was like, that's for the music, and it'll relate, because my music is no different than what I believe in. So I'm like, man, what I want to use. And so I got on this video game called Madden. I love playing video games. Video games help me think and kind of see things in a way of how to execute life. So, like, I play 2K16 right now because I'm in my 8th year on 2K16. Straight up, like, I was thinking about putting it on YouTube and all that, but I'm like, nah. But I'm in my 8th season, killing it. You know what I'm saying? I play a career, like, for real. Like, I really have a career on the game because it helps me think. But anyway, with the Madden 17 to be exact, I was playing it. I'll tell that story too. I think that'd be a good little story to talk about. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be entertaining. I think that'd be something to take your mind away from the world and just kind of have a visual moment of peace and fun, whatever you want to call it. But I basically got the name from my wide receiver I created on Madden. Pretty cool. I'll get in depth on that. And if y'all want, I could show like screenshots or post maybe some video on it right now. Still working on that aspect of it, but I can tell a hell of a story, so I can create the shit, because I did it on here, and I can tell you, for the season in each game and how I kind of play these games. But that's where I got the name from. So it's called Sociast ESTREN. That's his name, Sociast ESTREN. He's a 6'3" wide receiver, killing it, man. And I play on, like, I don't play on all, what is it? What's the highest level on Madden? They be throwing too much cheese on that shit. I play on all Madden. I think it's all Madden or all Pro. One of the ones, the next one is kind of like in between, where it gives you a good balance. And, my sliders are pretty on point too. I kind of looked on, see who had the best sliders and which ones fit. I did a lot of different careers to see which one fit perfectly. It had the right balance of games. But that's getting a little too off the topic. What I want to say is, everybody have a blessed morning, blessed afternoon, blessed night, blessed life, and stay positive. Keep your head up, stay focused, and hopefully these words help somebody. And keep building, man. Build is build. Constantly build. Never stop building, okay? Never stop building, And with that, I say peace.